Back in 1981, a video game came out called Wizardry. It had a bunch of sequels, but the one that is relevant to this video is Wizardry 6, The Bane of the Cosmic Forge. Both these games went on to inspire an anime that I'm quite obsessed with, and you can say it's one of my favorite animes of all time. It's called Dungeon Meshi or Delicious in Dungeon. And in this video, I'm going to talk about the video games that remind me of this anime, and also a few other games that are reminiscent of anime. But mostly, we're gonna stick with cooking because, yeah, I think it's a hobby of mine, and yeah, I like to. Uh, I mean, I enjoy when I see nice real life food items in video games, or in general any kind of delicious food in video games. So a few games I would like to cover first of all. First is the Like a Dragon or Yakuza series. um, I really like how you have these different food combinations that you can order in the restaurant, and that leads to a conversation with your team, which is again quite reminiscent of how things work in Delicious in Dungeon, about people them eating food in between their quest, and talking about the food and various other things in life.
Beef bowls are a man's best friend. Super extra large is the only way to go.
They live up to their slogan, tasty, quick, and
But it's a bit lacking in terms of I'd say cooking mechanics, but that lack of feature is covered by the sequel game of this series, or this specific game called Pirate Yakuza, which it stars this guy. And yeah, here's a clip of him cooking.
I got mad skills. Time for seconds. Order up. Aha. Nice. Easy. Would you look at that?
So yeah, from this you could prescribe that Yakuza is very
Kitchen
close to
still open?
being like a proper Dungeon Meshi game, given that the previous game, or the one starring Kiryu and uh, the other guy Ichiban, it has a lot of D&D features, and like
I
it has
got
got
mad
dungeons, it has got boss raids, so it's very close to being a good Dungeon Meshi inspired game. So yeah, that's it on so that's all for Yakuza that I have to say. Now, a new game that's out, it's called Deep Dish Dungeon. It has all the dungeon vibes in it. Yeah, the exploration is on point. The food mechanic, however, it's a bit lacking. um like it's you roasting various different edibles on a stick over a fire. um, Later on in the game you may get a pot, but yeah, that's again nothing special to add over there, but it's still in early access, so yeah, there could be new features added in there. And well, while we are at it, I'd like to throw my hat in as well. I'm working on a game, and as you can see, you can fight monsters, and upon killing those monsters, you'll get certain items. It's still a work in progress. So, anywho, to the main list. All right. So the first game is, and geez, oh, okay, quite a discount for now. All right. So the first game is Battle Chef Brigade. This is at the core of it a match 3 game, but it is made in such a way that it also um makes for a interesting cooking game as well, because again, the main reason I compare it with Dungeon Meshi is because it's straight up killing monsters and eating them up. Okay, in this case, you don't eat. I don't think Mina is shown eating monsters anywhere, but yeah, that's weird. But however, you do cook these monsters and you serve them to these judges, who are evaluating you for the next brigade or the next batch of battle chefs. So it's a bit like Shogeki no Soma in this sense, the whole competitive angle. But otherwise, I would say, yeah, it reminds me quite a lot of Dungeon Meshi and Shogeki no Soma. Uh, so the main character of this game, that's Mina, who I mentioned earlier. Yeah, she is an aspiring battle chef, and yeah, the I think my main gripe with this game would be that our cuisine is a bit limited. So I think Mina mostly specializes in East Asian dishes. So mainly, um, I think most of them are either Chinese or Japanese inspired dishes. With yeah, I think those are the two main cuisines. I think there's an influence on her, and yeah, I thought it would be, well, going into the game, I thought it would be more like a learning experience where she defeat opponents and she learns their cuisine, and then she modifies her techniques and implement, yeah, like add her learnings into her cooking and that sort of stuff. That wasn't there, but yeah, that's a good sequel idea for it. However, instead of a sequel, we got an entirely different game called Battle Suit Aces. It's a mech game. I think it would be a good addition. I'll give it a go, and maybe it could be part of a mech video that I make in the future. All right, on to the next one. Now, as previously mentioned, if you like Sogeki no Soma, I'm not judging you about the karaoke scenes, so don't worry about it. And if you also like Persona, then you can play Kuloniku. It does not have those scenes, if you know what I mean, from Sogeki no Soma, but it does have the confrontational battle chef, the battling other chef thing. Oh, I trying not to mention the previous game. So essentially, the thing in this game is you make a bowl of noodles, and apart from noodles, you'll also be interacting with your NPCs or childhood friends in this case. And yeah, progressing your relationship with them will help you unlock upgrades or equipment, or help progress the story in general. They will also be there to help you out in your chef battles. Overall, it's a nice relaxing game. Again, it's essentially a point and click game, so yeah, it's not as engaging as Battle Chef Brigade or the next entrant in this list, but it's a good relaxing game, which has some of the RPG mechanics that is present in a lot of these dungeon crawler games, if I may say so. And yeah, I think it's not exactly Dungeon Meshi, but it does have that anime feeling in there, the overall anime feeling. But yeah, it's more or less mostly a combination of Shogeki no Soma and obviously Persona. And now for the last one, I'm gonna talk about, say, if you like Silver Spoon or Gin no Saji. Then this has nothing to do with that anime. It's just a good anime. It's made by the creator of Full Metal Alchemist. Again, not. It's like good relaxing relaxation anime that you could watch, but yeah, it's kind of related in the way with it, it's a bit like Stardew Valley. Speaking of Stardew Valley, say if Stardew Valley and the bear had a fusion dance, you will get Chef RPG. Now, Chef RPG has been out for a while. It came out in 2024. It's still being updated. They recently had a massive overhaul for this game, and in my opinion, this game came very close to the RPG vibe, uh, in sense that you literally go from an what is essentially an empty hall to a bustling restaurant with hundreds of employees and hundreds of customers, and you also do a bit of dungeon diving in the sense that you go into caves to mine for minerals and hunt animals, and you use the minerals to make equipments that help you operate your restaurant, and the ingredients from the animals stock up your restaurant in order to um, make various dishes that you serve to your customers. And yeah, the whole ingredient collection mechanics of it as well, that you'll have to go out and farm for them. So yeah, like a little bit of you could say it's more or less of a combination of farming sim and no, I think not a combination of farming sim and cooking simulator. I would say it's, yeah, it's like a farming sim RPG with cooking mini games. And yeah, its cooking mini games are really good. It's uh, recipe discovering mechanics is again quite interesting. It's basically a puzzle where you where you mix and match with different tasting elements. So yeah, very in depth in terms of the creation of dishes. Um, yeah, uh, I really enjoyed my time with this game, and saying enjoyed is again an understatement, because to this day I still play this game. Like it's one of my go-to games for whenever like I'm bored or I just want to relax or spend some time. Hey, so yeah, yeah, that's this is it for this video. I have a few other games that I would like to cover, who have cooking mechanics that I find interesting, or they in or they have food eh, mixed in with the gameplay, or not mixed in with the gameplay, but they incorporate food in such a way that I find it interesting. Again, you may not find it interesting until and unless you give it a go, obviously. Yeah, so yeah, consider this the end of part one for this series. I'll be making a few more videos of course, after I finish up with James Bond, of course. That's that's one of the games I have been looking forward to this year. Apart from James Bond, I'm also looking forward for the release date of Ace Combat 8. Yeah, 8 Wings of Thieves. Yeah, that's another game I hope I can play it with my friends. But yeah, let's see how it goes. And that's it. Uh, see you in the next video. And if you like what I've done so far, subscribe to the channel and drop a like.